So what's up, Ethereal 33? I'm back. Even though I'm going to post these videos at different times, your girl is going 2 for 2. I'm gonna start with a little story. So last week, if y'all don't know, I like to be on Clubhouse. I get a lot of information from Clubhouse. Information mostly about different things in life. So, long story short, I was blocked by this lady whom I had paid for her services. Like, I spent a lot of money with this lady, and she in turn blocked me. Um, she pretty much blocked me because she was supposed to offer a certain type of service, like a community. But she would never add me to the community, even though I had followed all of the instructions or whatever. And so my ass, the way I looked at it, I said, well, since she won't add me to the community where I can talk to other people about the questions that I have, every time I have a question, I'm going to just ask her. And that's what I did, and they got me blocked. So, I might still feel a kind of way about that because, all she had to do was add me to the community, and then I wouldn't have been in her inbox. But, whatever, she blocked me, and I decided to let it go. So I heard this same lady talking in a room, and as I was listening to the lady, my thought was, oh, this bitch crazy. That was my thought. You know what I'm saying? And I thought she was crazy because she kept verbally attacking this other woman who she felt was coming at her. And listening objectively, I don't know the lady who I got the services from personally. She's just someone I met through social media. I do not know the lady that she kept attacking. But to me, it was kind of apparent that this woman was not attacking her, but that the lady that she was just taking it personally. And so that's why I call her crazy. And while I was listening to that inspired this video about communication and relationships. You will see me look down from time to time because I have notes. But as I was listening to her attack this lady and go back and forth, and the lady constantly telling her, look, I'm not attacking you. That was not directed towards you. I'm not against you. I'm uplifting you. I just realized that, like, when you're communicating with people, you really have to, and not that I realized it, but it was kind of set in stone for me that when you're communicating with people, you really have to remain objective because people are really attached to their ideas and their ideals and their ways of thinking. And sometimes you could be so attached to those things that you're not aware that maybe you have a wound in that area, or that you're speaking from a traumatic place, or that you're speaking from a place where you need to be healed. So, you'll see a lot on social media that, people's stuff isn't about you, that it's about them or whatever. And, just listening to her come at this woman really solidified that for me, because the woman was not attacking her. The woman was not talking shit to her. The woman was sharing from her experiences and her life and her objective, and the other lady took it personally. So, like, people be really attached to their ideas and their opinions, and it's like they will fight you over them. But get this, your ideas and your opinions are subject to change. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? So it's like, for things that are subject to change, why would you argue with anybody in person or online about how you view things? You feel me? And that's why, like, when you're communicating with people, you really have to remain objective, and you cannot take things personally, because those things really are about them and where they are and where they're speaking from, and the wounds that they're speaking from that they haven't healed, and the trauma that they've experienced that they haven't healed. Like, it really doesn't have anything to do with you, and it is really all about them. So, you just have to stay grounded in who you are, and know who you are, and know that you don't have to prove who you are to anybody. You don't need anybody else to validate your opinions, your ideas, your experiences, or any of that. And that, you can do it, but it's like to do it is like a waste of your divine energy. And like you can express your opinion, you can express your thoughts and things, and like I said, people will attack you for what you think and how you see things in your experiences. And they will have like this kind of, oh, I'm right and you're wrong mentality. I know y'all see that a lot on social media. Actually, it's very comical to me because it's just always kind of funny to me when people begin to, first of all, I don't like to argue like just in person. I don't like to argue because I know me, you feel me? I don't like to argue. But like when people be arguing on social media, y'all, it be so funny to me. Like it be so funny to me. Speaking of which, it was like a month or two ago. I had someone attack me on my page. Look, y'all, she was some crazy kind of stalker. She probably watching this video right now, man. You feel me? And she would come up. I thought she followed my page, or I thought she was my friend, like my Facebook friend. But turns out homegirl wasn't even my friend. So that means that you would have to inadvertently come and search my page. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't a friend and she wasn't a follower, just to see what I was posting. Like that shit is weird. Now, granted, I do my celebrity crush like that, but I ain't doing no. I don't do nobody else like that. I ain't know this girl at all. she may have thought she known me, but I didn't know her, y'all, at all. And so I remember I had made a post about the Bob Marley movie and how I felt like they didn't need to make a Bob Marley movie because, Bob Marley is Bob Marley and his reach and what he's done for people. Like, I felt like a movie would do that injustice. And still to this day, I have not seen that movie. I mean, I might see it one day, but I haven't seen it yet. And so whatever her response was or whatever, and I don't know, it just escalated rather quickly because I was pretty much talking about how they was making money off of Bob Marley name or whatever. And I don't know, she went into how she had been to Jamaica 8 times, and then after that she started talking shit saying I couldn't afford to go to Jamaica. She ain't ever seen no man on my page. I ain't got no kid. Like she just I really had that girl triggered from whatever I said to her because I only wrote like 2 lines and she was like writing like whole paragraphs on my profile. Honey, call me mentally ill. You see how people project their shit off on you? Because if you writing whole paragraphs on somebody you don't even know personally, um, yeah, that you in my town we call it Patrick B. You might need to go to Patrick B for that. So things like that be funny to me because people will have you to believe, and some people actually feel like they have to validate themselves to the people that they know, much less the people that they don't know. So like I said, when you're communicating with people and stuff, you really have to stay objective, and you really got to realize that people talk junk about social media, but I like social media because if social media has done nothing else, which has done a lot for me in the past few years, but social media will really show you how mentally ill a lot of people are. And that's not a strike against mental illness because I have worked with adults with special needs and mental illnesses. And honestly, that was one of my most favorite jobs or whatever. So no strikes against mental illness, but like stay objective when you're communicating with people. Stay grounded in who you are and understand that people be speaking from their experiences and their traumas and where they need healing. And a lot of time they'll try to project that off onto you and get you involved in like this argument or whatever where they're really siphoning your energy, you feel me? And they're feeding off of the energy. And then if you happen to get into an argument with them, you're wondering why when it's over, you feel drained or you have a headache when you just gave that person all your divine energy and that was their shit. And like a lot of people be on social media looking for validation. I'm not judging it. It's just I don't agree with it. You feel me? Because you don't need anybody outside of yourself to validate you. And I feel like the people who are on social media looking for validation, it's because there it's something that their inner child is missing. Like their inner child needs to be validated. And that's neither good or bad, but just don't get into those situations and those arguments with those people. You feel me? Because you're just gonna lose out on your energy. And I mean, you could have been working on your business, you could have been doing your hair, you could have been at the spa, you could have been shopping, you could have been reading The Art of War. You know what I'm saying? You could have been doing something much more productive with your time opposed to arguing with the mentally ill motherfucker on the internet. You feel me? And then there are the people who think like that you're in competition with them. First of all, I think competition is healthy. Competition helps you step your game up. You feel me? Competition gives people who lack creativity creative ideas to copy. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. So competition is good, but there's also this thing where like people think you're in competition with them, or they think you're trying to steer their clients, or they think what else I got on here? They think you're trying to steer their clients. They think that you're in competition with them and all stuff like that. Once again, that's that person's shit. You feel me? That is their lack and scarcity mentality, because there are some 8 point something billion people on the planet. So you mean to tell me out of all these people on the planet that a person can't be your client and my client? You feel me? I can't do a reading for them and you can't do a reading for them. You feel me? Like they can't buy your products and they can't buy my products. So, like I said, like you just really got to remain objective when dealing with people one on one, and definitely when dealing with people on social media, because it's like social media give these people like liquid courage. You feel me? It's like social media. People say things on social media that they wouldn't say to your face. You feel me? Um, they disrespect you on social media in a type of way that they wouldn't disrespect you in your face. You feel me? Like, this doesn't really tie into that, but I'll never forget, like, some years ago, I used to work with this guy, but, we worked at different places at the time when I saw him. And I saw him out in public, and I looked at him, and I was going to speak, but, he looked away. So I'm like, shit, nigga, fuck you then. So, I went on about my business. I think it was at the DMV. And then, like, 20 minutes later, I go on my Facebook, and he was like, hey, I think I saw you such and such and such. And you know what I did? Blocked him. Because, like, we was, like, face to face, bruh. Like, why you didn't speak to me then? And then you're gonna come and say something to me on social media? Like, I think that's weird. I think that's crazy. So yeah, like, it's their shit. You feel me? It has nothing to do with you. So remain objective. Don't get your energy entangled into that BS, and lose sight of your own agenda. That's like why in everything that you do, you have to have an agenda. You have to have an intention. So it's like when I come on social media, my intent mostly is to post things. And like, just say for instance, if I did happen to get involved with I don't know, like a little tiff with somebody, I have to remember that, look, girl, you came on social media to post your content. You didn't come on social media to argue with these hoes. Like, another quick story I saw. Well, first of all, I've been talking shit about Cardi, but then y'all, I think what I was talking shit about her for happened like a year ago, but still, it's still staying the same for me. But before I was aware of her saying this, I had saw some posts of her and Offset, and people was like, but her man cheat on her. And I'm like, girl, your man probably cheating on you. Like, why y'all worry about this girl and her husband cheating? Like, and so, I had gotten into a little tiff with somebody behind that. And one, I don't know Cardi B. I don't know Offset. I don't want to know Offset. And I don't think I want to know Cardi B either. No shade. But like, you have to keep your agenda, because I didn't come on the internet to argue with these girls about these celebrities. I don't even know them fucking celebrities. I came on there to post my content. So like, have your agenda when you're dealing with people. Remain objective when they're sharing their view, because like, unpopular truth is that people don't like to deal with their shit, and people don't like to check themselves. And opposed to checking themselves, their lack mentality, their need for validation, their low self-esteem, their mental issues. Y'all getting attacked. I must really smell good. I mean, I did put on my DK today. Go away, I'm getting attacked. Y'all come save me. I'm not editing this out either because I think it's funny. But that bug better go on for real before I take my shoe off and kill him. Now, so what was I saying? Like they're like thinking their need for validation, like that's their shit. You feel me? And when you remain objective, like you can't get emotionally triggered by somebody else's stuff. You feel me? Um, and when you remain objective, you have like a panoramic view and can get the food that's for you out of certain situations. Like going back to the story that I shared about the girl that attacked me behind the Bob Marley movie. Like the food that I got from that was really that damn, I really be out here triggering bitches and I don't even be knowing them. So that made me look at like, my energy and like the power that I have because I wasn't rude to that girl to my knowledge or whatever. I think she since deleted those comments off my page. I'm not sure. But like I kept them on my page because girl, I ain't got nothing to hide. You feel me? Um but when you remain objective and you have a panoramic view, then you can get the food. You can actually get any food that may be in it for you. You feel me? And going back to the situation with the lady that inspired me to make this video, if to on the outside looking in, if she had not been so triggered by the woman's energy, then she would have seen that the woman was actually putting forth some very valid points and putting forth some things that she could have implemented. Now, who's to say whether or not she is or isn't going to implement those things? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But my point is when you remain objective, when you stay grounded in your energy, when you have your own agenda, intention, and objective, you have a panoramic view. And in any and all situations, in any and all conversations, in any and all relationships, in any and all exchanges, you can get the food that's for you to use as fuel. You feel me? So that's my word for y'all this week. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these crazy people on social media. Don't let these crazy people trigger y'all. Do not allow these crazy people to put their shit off on you and project their shit off on you. Do not look for validation from these people. Do not, don't do any of that. You feel me? Just be you. Have your own goal, have your own objective, have your own thoughts. And be at peace. And let them be crazy and unhappy. And you can just sit back and laugh during your panoramic view. So that's all the time I got today. I think I've done like an hour worth of videos for y'all today. And I got to get to the next thing. So please like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about being objective when it comes to talking to other people. And I feel like that shows a level of emotional intelligence when you're able to have a difference of opinion, even get attacked maybe, and not get emotionally involved. And now I'm not saying that when people attack you not to defend yourself, but like don't get all up in it because that's their shit. They the one with the problem. You ain't got no problem. You doing what you do. You feel me? So don't get thrown off of that because other people crazy. Because other people are obsessed with you, because you trigger other people for whatever reason, because other people are worried about you and what you're doing. Like, just do you, boo. So I think it's a beautiful day out here, y'all. The sun isn't shining and it's cloudy. I think it's supposed to rain this evening, but I love the sunshine. I love the rain. And even though the wind is still kind of cool up here, this sun hot as fuck. This sun is not playing. I'm gonna go off on a tangent real quick. They be talking about sun gazing, y'all. Look, my spirit tell me don't be looking up at that sun. So I'm gonna tell y'all. Some people will probably disagree, but as for me and my house, we will not be sun gazing. Maybe when the sun is setting, Maybe if I happen to be outside, like when it's just rising. And even then, I'm not sun gazing for a long time because the sun that we had in 2019 and 2020, that is not the sun that's up there today. That sun is a lot hotter. You feel me? But you know, you do what your spirit tell you to do. So I need to powder my nose. I'll probably edit that part out. So I'm gonna go on and move to the next thing. Like I said, remain objective when communicating with people, your family members, your friends, your associates, your peers, your co-workers, strangers, these wackos. These wackos on social media. Remain objective, stay grounded, have your own agenda, and be objective so you can have a panoramic view. So you can get the information and the fuel that you need to make you better. You feel me? And don't get caught up in that bullshit. And on that note, I'm out. Y'all know I like to sing. Peace.